It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. And there's another Weelchairs for Warriors segment here on Indiana in the Morning. Rolling strong with Betty Lou's 2 Backside Grill. Is that what that says?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay. Couldn't tell by that font if that was an S there, but it is. Russ Larson is with us this morning. Missy Domino as well. And this morning on the telephone, we are joined once more by Heidi Hansing. Heidi, good morning to you.
Good morning, y'all. How are you doing?
We're doing very, very well. Our conversation this morning presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Missy, Russ, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
This is a big event you have coming up. Saturday, September 14th, huh, Russ?
Yes. Saturday, September 14th, starts at 9 a.m. We're going to go throughout the day. We've got about an hour and a half between each stop, hour between each stop. It's going to be about a 100-mile ride. Mm-hmm. It'll be over around 5 o'clock. Come back. The pigs will be ready. We're doing the pigs on site this time. We're doing a big pig roast with 2 125-pound pigs for everybody. We're going to try to get some of the local vets, homeless vets in there to feed. We're trying to get with a couple organizations with that, and we're trying to get some shut-in vets that can't get out and bring them in and feed them as well. So if you know anybody that is homeless or shut in that is a veteran, please bring them out and let them eat for free.
Absolutely. So this is a motorcycle ride and obviously a big feed coming at Betty Lou's too. Missy, this is... It's quite an effort by a lot of people to make this happen, isn't it?
It sure is. It is a lot of work, but we're happy to do it to support Weelchairs for Warriors.
Yeah, which is co-founded by the lady on the phone with us, Heidi, this morning. Heidi, how are you again today?
Well, I couldn't be better. I am so looking forward to this ride. I'm actually flying up from Texas. And Missy has been so kind to offer me her wheels. So I'm going to be riding with everyone and couldn't be happier. These kinds of events help change people's lives. And nobody knows that better than I. And I'm so glad to join this mission with y'all.
Boy, that is a special. I'm telling you what, somebody gives up their bike for you. That's somebody who's going all the way, huh?
That is real. I don't know if I would do the same thing with my bikes here in Texas, but Missy, I'm so appreciative. I'm so grateful. And I actually did consider riding up from Texas. And then when I mapped it out, I saw it was going to take me about 4 days. So I thought, I think I might need to fly in for that. So that's what we're doing. And I'm joining the ride. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, Missy, wow. How about that?
I'm so excited to have Heidi riding my bike on this ride. This is my first year with this bike, and I'm not quite comfortable on it yet. So I'm grateful to Heidi for putting my bike on this ride for us.
What is it?
It is an O2 lowrider.
An O2 lowrider. Heidi, you good with that?
I am perfectly fine with that. As long as it's a Harley, I can ride it. I'll ride the wind out of it.
There you go. Russ, the ladies sound like they're ready to go, huh?
They are. I am too. I mean, we just had the one for Mission 22, and it went super well. We had 63 bikes, and we're hoping to double those numbers this time for Weelchairs for Warriors.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Heidi, tell me again about Weelchairs for Warriors. What a great organization.
Oh, this mission changes lives. We tangibly changes lives. What we do is we design, build, and deliver custom-built mobility solutions, a.k.a. wheelchairs, both power and manual, for veterans that have been injured in the line of duty. And to see how this changes their lives, and not just theirs, but also their families and their communities. Because a lot of times, by the time that these gentlemen and women get to us and requesting a chair, they've already been through the ringer. They've already been through the system. They've kind of fought their way through it. And then when they come to us, they're essentially trapped in whatever position or condition that they're in. And so when we provide a mobility solution to them, it changes everything. It gets them back out with their families. It gets them back out engaged in their community. It gets them out into nature even, and sports, adaptive sports. So this is a very exciting mission, and to see how it can change lives is something that I know that Missy and Russ have caught the vision for. That's why they're doing this, and they're a big part of it. We can't do it without bikers and riders and donors and folks like the people who are going to be turning out at Betty Lou's.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Russ, this whole effort that Betty Lou's is putting forth to make this happen, it's a really, really special thing. And people might wonder, well, why? What made this such a great cause?
Well, I'm a veteran. I've got friends that are in wheelchairs. I've had friends that have been in wheelchairs here in Indiana County. Some of us know them. They ride bikes. They do whatever they can to get around. I want to help in any way I can to mobilize my veterans so they can still be part of this world, still be active in their daily community, their daily family, their daily activities without the need of having someone else there. And Weelchairs for Warriors does that. They put the freedom back in a vet's life when they give them the ability to get around on their own.
Yeah, and Weelchairs for Warriors, when Heidi says, adaptive and custom, it really is customized to the needs of that particular person.
Yes, sir. I mean, I've seen some of their chairs. I mean, they make them where they can go hunting. They make them where they can go down to the lake and go fishing. They make them off-road, on-road. Sports, as she was speaking of, some of these guys that play basketball and some of these sports are wheelchairs. They're not the chair you go to the doctor and sit in. Mm-hmm. They're customized. They're different. They've got different, what's the word I'm looking for? Different bearings, different wheels, different abilities, different access to make them work. And I can't even imagine some of the stuff they're doing with the electronics ones.
Yeah.
It's unreal. And if you've never seen one, you see the scooters at Walmart and this, that, and the other. These are 3 times that. These have off-road tires, some of them. They can take them up the side of a mountain, so to speak, and let them go hunting. I mean, these guys, that gives them their freedom back. That gives them their life back. That gives them something new to do than sit there and rely on somebody else to help them get around.
Yeah. So we really want to get folks involved in this. We want them to show up. It's Saturday, September 14th. Betty Lou's 2 is where you gather. How long's the ride? How many miles?
Well, about 100 miles. We're going to go up through Mahaffey into Du Bois, come back down through Punxsutawney. I'm trying to work with Indiana right now where we come down here onto Philadelphia Street and do Philadelphia Street back out to Betty Lou's on 286.
How many stops along the way?
4.
4 stops along the way. Yeah. So it's a really big effort, and the registration at 9, kickstands up at 11.
Sure.
That's what you do.
You know, I was listening to Russ talk, and I was thinking, he better watch it. We might just put him to work as a spokesman. That was awesome, Russ. You totally caught the vision. That was really amazing to hear him talk about this, especially from a perspective of a veteran.
Well, Russ is shaking his head. He doesn't want the job.
I know. You got to be careful. He was really good.
Yeah, you just never know. Missy, this is, with all of these folks coming together, we really want folks to know the ride is great, and we want people to participate. Anything street legal can go. But if you can't make the ride, you can still make the big shindig at Betty Lou's.
Absolutely. Anyone who either can't make it on the ride or really is not comfortable going on a ride, that's okay. Come out afterwards. We think we'll be back to the store around 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Please come out for the meal, come out for the music. $10 a plate. Just come fill your plate. Enjoy the evening with your family.
Yeah.
Kids are welcome.
Yeah.
Bring
absolutely.
your family.
Be a great time. Heidi, anything else we need to add to get folks there other than the chance to see you ride this lowrider?
Well, that should be a sight. No, I'm kidding. I think people, when they come out, one of the things that I always really respect and admire about the people who put on these events is they have the capability of bringing together people from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, and all different types of communities, and they come together in one cause, in one mission. And that is to support those that have been injured serving their country. And when I see that, this is like the heartbeat of America for me. And I see it all over the country, and especially with bikers. The biker community is the most generous on the planet. I know that better than anyone. And so I just encourage, and like Missy said, even if you're not riding, bring your families out. It's a family-friendly event, and it's a chance to support our heroes, those that wrote that blank check. And so I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you can tell how excited I am.
Well, absolutely. You're going to be here in Indiana County a week from this coming Saturday at Betty Lou's 2. Heidi, thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to say goodbye to you.
Thank you so much.
There goes Heidi, and she'll be here. Last word, Russ, you get it. We want folks to be there to not only support each other here in Indiana County, but to support veterans who have really sacrificed a major portion of their lives and give them a portion of that life back.
It's exactly it. We want to give the veterans the best life they can get after coming home from war. People don't understand. It's not just physical disability, it's mental disability, and giving somebody the ability to get back on their own mobility, giving them the wheels to get around again. That's a huge difference in a man's life, or a woman's life, I should say. Veterans need us. They gave everything for us. And people seem to forget that. We need to remember that they wrote that blank check and stood up to give this country its legs.
Betty Lou's 2, going the extra mile for you, and then about 100 miles more on the ride coming up. Next Saturday, September 14th, registration 9 a.m., kickstands up at 11, anything street legal. You want to go on your motorcycle, great. If you have something else street legal, you want to take it, you can do that as well. Russ, Missy, thanks so much. Our thanks, of course, to Heidi on the phone this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. 724, good morning to you. Thanks so much for being with us here today. Coming up, Boomer Sports in just a moment, and then Jake is with us from the WCCS newsroom. Boomer Sports brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.